Okay, so we're about to brace John's ears. This time we are going to be doing the moleskin method, but you can also do this with craft foam like this. Last time I tried to do it with the foam and I wasn't super happy with how it turned out. I think his ears just needed a little more support than the foam offers. So there's a good chance after this set I'll probably move on to the foam, and then after that I'll probably move on to just nasal strips, the breathe right strips. So those I also add glue to, and then just put that in the ear once it's pretty well standing on its own. So the supplies that you'll need is moleskin. Usually get the big roll. Torbot, which is the skin glue. So this is what you're going to put on the back of your braces and then against the ear. For when you're taking them off, adhesive remover is very helpful. I like this one pretty well. Cotton balls, also very helpful for the cleaning after and cleaning with alcohol before we put them in. The Q-tips are going to be in the braces between the two layers. So you kind of just roughly estimate the ear size and length, cut out 4 total pieces, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so cut a pretty long piece of string. It's better to have too much than not enough, so be generous there. And the type of string that you use is kind of important. You want something pretty strong. I've seen some people have their string break in between, so this yarn is pretty tough. We've never had that happen. Put holes through. That's on both sides. You can do that with your yarn needle or whatever works. So we've got our yarn threaded through the needle. Put it through the holes. Okay, so strings are facing towards each other, the inside. And if you have dog nail trimmers like this, it makes it really easy to cut the Q-tips. So I've peeled off the one layer of the moleskin backing, and that's going to go against this side with the Q-tips lined up. Okay, so I've got the Q-tips down on the sticky side, and we like to add some super glue for this part. Helps keep them from separating. Just get those nice and stuck. So they should look like this now. Put your string through, tie it in a knot, and we've got the 2 layers stuck together with the Q-tips in between. Okay, so we peel off the back cover and then apply the glue. And it's important that you let the glue sit for a pretty good while and get it tacky before you apply it to the ear. And I'll kind of show you the difference in the way that it looks once it's tacky. So usually I do the gluing first, and then I go ahead and clean out the puppy's ears with the alcohol while it sets. So we just cleaned out the ears with the alcohol. Make sure they dry nicely and get all the grease out so they stick good. So that's pretty tacky, ready. So got the one in, and it's above the little button there in the ear. Nice and set. Okay, so before you tie them, look like this. Cute. So when you tie the knot in between, try to make sure you get any little hairs out, because that can be irritating for them. And you want them pretty close together. They could even be a little bit closer than that, but they should be fine. And when you're cutting the string, the excess off, often I find that puppies they freak out. They don't really like the sensation or like the sound of it or something. So if you're doing it by yourself, make sure you really hold on. You don't want to accidentally cut them, obviously. Okay, so here he is, all braced up, looking good. And the first time that we did this, we did a whole lot of treats. This time I could do a little bit less treats, but he was very relaxed. And we've practiced a lot of body handling outside of this as well, which can be really helpful to making sure they're not feeling stressed about it. And then after the ears are in, I like to either do some training, some play, give them a really high value chew, take them for a stroll outside, something to distract them from the feeling of it, so that way they're not just scratching and feeling super irritated.